to make something totally epic, a pie cake. Hi, welcome to Cake Mom. I'm Abby, this is Emery, that's Aaliyah, and on this channel, I share with you guys some of my favorite tips and techniques, as well as recipes to help you with your home baking projects. If you're new or haven't already, please consider subscribing to our channel and hitting the notifications bell so that you can see when I post my next video. Today, we're going to be doing something totally wacky and epic, which is a pie cake, which is a pie baked into a cake that looks like a pie. I know, weird and awesome. To make our pie cake, we have to start with a pie. I am going to do a cherry pie, and as always, the recipe will be in the description below, but here's what you will need for the pie filling. Some frozen cherries, preferably Tart. These are dark sweet because I couldn't find Tart cherries. It's gonna work just fine. Cornstarch, granulated sugar, and almond extract. So we're going to start with cooking our frozen cherries until they have completely thawed and it's very liquidy and bubbly. Then you will want to add your cornstarch to your granulated sugar and mix it together really well before you add that to your cooking cherries. You want to cook this until it has thickened and is very bubbly and thick and delicious looking. Then you want to turn off the heat and let it start to cool down. You can add your almond extract at this point, and you want your cherry pie filling to cool while we work on our crust. What we're going to do is going to be moving pretty fast because this is scary and I've never done it before. We're going to start with putting a little bit of cake batter in our 10-inch cake pan, then dumping our pie into the batter, and then filling up the cake pan the rest of the way with batter. Flush. Okay, so our pie cake is completely cool. I just pulled it out of the freezer and now it is time to decorate it to look like a pie. I'm really excited about this. It actually looks like a cake. Okay, so pies are not usually like a cake, so I'm gonna carve this down kind of at that pie angle. So now we want to make our buttercream kind of like pie crust color, but not a toasted pie crust because we're gonna add that color in a minute. It's gonna be like a underbaked pie crust color. I'm gonna use a little bit of tan, or I guess this is ivory, and a little bit of warm brown. Just a little bit at a time until I get the color I want.
Yummy chocolate.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to build up my pie colored frosting on the outer edge, and then I'm going to build a ring for that pie crust edge that we see on a pie with this flat nozzle on my piping bag. And then I'm going to fill it with cherry pie filling. And after all of that is done, I have made a lattice pie crust as you saw earlier, and that's going to be the top of the cake. So when I'm working on this, I want to make sure that my edge is tall enough to support that, to make it look good. So I've got some brown food coloring and some food safe alcohol. And I'm just going to make this crust look like a baked pie crust. Just kind of dab it on and dab it off a little bit, just to give it a little browning. So I want this to look like a cherry pie, so I'm gonna put some cherry pie filling right here. I did cheat and use some canned cherry pie filling, but just because I wanted to get that super glossy, perfect look, and honestly, I love cherry pie filling. So, and then I will put on my lattice pie crust top that I made earlier. Pretty cool. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. If you liked our video, please consider sharing it with your friends. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And please consider subscribing to my channel and hitting the notifications bell so that you can see when we post our next video. Have a great day. Bye.
Bye bye. I'm having some cake.